So, hello fellow banknote collectors, this is Glenn back with another video. We've only got 10 minutes on the actual dial, so this video is going to be a lot shorter. So today we're just going to look at some Austrian banknotes. So if you're not too familiar with Austrian banknotes, Austria used the shilling system. So this is a 2 shilling banknote we have here. And these were actually issued after the Allied occupation of Austria, so sometime after May 1945. By the 8th of May 1945, most of Austria had been occupied except for some portions. Vienna hadn't been occupied yet, but that was actually quickly corrected. So the lower denominations are actually groschen. So let's have a look. Can you see? There you go. Groschen. So 1 shilling equals 100 groschen. This is a 50 groschen piece. By the time these are taken out of circulation in 2002, it's worth about 5 Australian cents. So pretty much similar size anyway. But these Allied military Behörde, they were issued in 1945 and they lasted to 1947, because in 1947 they actually had another currency revaluation for banknotes only. So, but in 1945 these were issued to replace the Reichsmark. So here's a 2 Reichsmark coin. But initially the Reichsmark replaced the earlier shilling at a rate of 1 Reichsmark equals 1/2 shilling. And in 1945 they replaced the shilling with the Reichsmark at 1:1. So this had the same value as that. That's a silver coin, but it wasn't in circulation after 1940. And the actual values they could actually exchange was 150 shillings or 150 Reichsmarks for shillings, and in 1947 they had the same 150 shillings were exchangeable 1 for 1, so you could exchange this is a later series, but you could exchange a newer series for the first 150 shillings at 1:1, and then any other, like if you had another 3,000 shillings, you could exchange it at 1 new shilling equals 3 old shillings. So that's a devaluation of 66%. And this is a nice banknote. I actually paid a bit too much for this banknote, because you can get these for about probably $5 to $10. And they come in 50 groschen, so half a shilling. 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 25. Yes, they had 20 and 25 shillings. I can't remember what other denominations. 50, 100, and 1,000. So the 100 and 1,000 was pretty much the same as they used in the Reichsmark system. So they had 100 Reichsmarks and then 1,000 Reichsmarks. And the same with the pre-war shilling. They had 100 shillings and then 1,000 shillings. There was actually no 500 shillings up until, have a look, 19, here it is, up until 1953, so that's the first 500 shillings. So that's actually a nice banknote. So these would have been printed quite a lot to flood the currency into the country and re-establish the independent Austria. But that's actually a nice banknote. Then we have the 20 shillings. So this one is from the 1982 to 88 shilling. This was issued in 1986, as you can see the date is there, 1986. Vienna, 1st of October 1986. There's a coat of arms there, Austrian coat of arms, and it has Moritz Michael Dafinger. And in the watermark it actually has the actual coat of arms, so that's nice. And the rough exchange rate to the Australian dollars was 10 to 1, so this is equivalent to $2. They actually did have a coin of 20 shillings. It was a commemorative one, so they did have a standard one, but a lot of them are commemorative. And I would say they sort of circulated, but this banknote circulated right until the end of its life. And on the back we have the Albertina, so it has the name there, Museum of Painting, and that is actually in Vienna. So it's actually a nice banknote. I actually like Austrian banknotes. The last series with the 501,000 was actually the better series, but you know, that was only issued for 5 years. So the next banknote. So I don't have any 50 shillings from the 1982 to 88 issue. I got the ones from 1970. I have no idea how I got so many of these banknotes. I might just purchase and that's about it. So as you can see, this one's in pretty bad condition. Has a coat of arms. It has Ferdinand Raimund. So that's his birth and death date. And look at his clothing. Definitely not hip today. And on the back we have the Burger Theater. So the opera theatre in Austria. As you can see, the serial numbers, blue down here, red up there. If we have a look at another one, same. There are no variations in this banknote, but you can probably get okay, I'm just looking at the coin catalog. There are actual variations as far as I know. Yes there is. Let's have a look. Do I have any of the variations? No. If it has like Auflug around here, and that is actually in red, it means the second series. And no, these are all the first series because they actually do not have it. So, but on these scans that I'm looking at, it looks like it has 2 black serial numbers, but no, it's just the way they've actually scanned it. So that's actually a nice building. So this one's equivalent to $5. The values of this one's probably just equivalent to, like, you know, it's got tears, so probably pretty much face value. The 50 shillings, you're talking about $5 to $10 each in this condition. In these higher conditions, you're probably looking about probably about $10 to $15, I would say. In uncirculated, they're actually harder to get. And then I have the highest value banknote I have. Take it out of this pocket. So this is a 1984. It has Eugen Boom von Barwerk, and I don't know who he actually was. It looks like he might have been a medical officer because it's got the medical badge there. And here we have the coat of arms again. Watermark is the coat of arms. What's the watermark on this one? Don't know. It has the security thread. Don't see any watermark. Which is surprising because Austria's had watermarks for about 100 years. So, no, don't see any watermark on it. And this is the highest banknote I got. It's equivalent to about $10. And these ones you're probably purchasing for about $10 to $20. The high denominations you probably find are actually cheaper than the lower ones because higher denominations are actually harder to sell. And on this side we have the Academy der Wissenschaften, Academy of Sciences. So Wissenschaften, Academy of Science, and that's in Vienna. Looks like a nice building built in the 1800s. I need to look that up. But this is a nice banknote. So those are my Austrian banknotes that I actually have. How many series are there? Since 1945, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series of banknotes since 1945. So, and that's over 70 years, so they change the banknotes pretty much every 10 years.